Well, just what are your chances of contracting COVID-19? One professor at Johns Hopkins thinks he has the answer. Thanks for staying with WJZ tonight. I'm Nicole Baker.
And I'm Vic Carter. That professor came up with an equation to calculate your risk of getting sick. WJZ's Live, Stetson Miller explains what this equation looks at and how it could help keep you healthy. Stetson.
Hey Vic, the professor that helped develop this equation says it really depends heavily on a couple of different factors as to your chances of getting COVID, like how heavily you're breathing or how long you've been exposed to somebody who has the virus. But he's hoping this formula starts new conversations about COVID-19 so we can all make better decisions. What are your chances of getting infected with the coronavirus? That's what fluid mechanics experts at the Johns Hopkins Whitting School of Engineering set out to answer.
What I realized as I started to do some of this work was that this was a very complex phenomenon.
Professor John Mittal is the co-author of the formula. It's called the Contagion Transmission Inequality, or CAT inequality for short. It's made up of 10 variables like breathing rates, the environment you're in, and the amount of time spent near somebody who's infected.
This equation tells you what are the variables that you can control in your behavior, in the way you go about doing things. You know, what is the effect of wearing masks?
There are some simple takeaways from the formula, like doubling your distance from an infected person. It can reduce the risk of getting the virus by half. And if everyone wore an N95 mask, the risk of transmission goes down dramatically to a less than 1% chance of getting it.
So that's huge, right? So that tells you how masks are incredibly important.
Professor Mittal says the model can be used by everyone and could help make better decisions to reduce the risk of getting infected.
Scientists are trying to figure out these variables and policymakers hopefully are trying to take that information and develop better policies.
And if you'd like to take a look at that whole formula, head to WJZ.com. We're live on President Street, Stetson Miller for WJZ.